Welcome back to Sustainability Live, and I'm joined now by Gerry Marshall, who's CEO of Recycling Lives. Welcome, Gerry.
Thank you, and good afternoon.
Now, I wondered if you could maybe just tell our viewers a little bit more about what it is that your company does.
Okay, well, Recycling Lives, we're a recycling company, but with a difference. With us, ESG is the heart and the core of everything we do. Yes, we recycle cars, we recycle construction, we recycle but really at the core of what we do is our whole ESG strategy and ethos. It's live, it lives within us. An example of that would be the work that we do from a social perspective. If you look at, we work within the justice systems. We help support prisoners within the prisons. We support 10 workshops within there. We will go in and we'll help the prisoners to get ready for adjustment for coming out. We work with prisoners, ex-offenders are released in temporary license. We help them, give them support on site. We give them good jobs, well-paying jobs. We'll support them in many different ways. And one of the great benefits from that for us, and one that we're very proud of, if you look at the current national reoffending rate, it's around about 60%. For us, it's less than 3%. It's phenomenal success. If you then look at our environmental credentials, we've got a phenomenal environmental business here that when we're recycling, we take waste material in. We've got great extraction processes. We're taking out all of the waste and we're left with product that we can then recycle as reused in products, from steel to copper to Zorber, all of these that we do. We've also been very innovative, and in COP26 we highlighted a very innovative energy from waste system that we have developed. They'll take the automotive shredder residue, take that in, it's waste that would normally go to landfill. We'll use that as a source of energy for us to do that. That will then create other energy that comes out, and electricity, byproduct of that will also be hydrogen. It's a phenomenal product that we've developed there.
Thanks for that. And so you've just been involved in a fascinating panel discussion looking at ethical investing. Maybe just sort of unpack that term for our viewers, please, Gerry. What does that mean exactly?
I think ethical investing for me now, and for investors really, it's about investing in the total well-being of a business, not just looking at the financial results, but also looking at those from a social and environmental sustainability perspective. We measure that not just from financial, but measure our social impact, measure our environmental impact. It's about investors looking at businesses with robust, embedded strategies that are there to support the businesses, strategies that have that governance wrapped around them. That's what ethical investment's about.
So how does an average business, say, let's take a small to medium-sized enterprise, how can they make themselves attractive to ethical investment?
I think the first thing that they really have to do is really understand where they are today. Let's baseline where we are from an ESG perspective. You go into even the smallest companies, they can tell you from a financial point of view where they are, where their EBITDA is against the budget, where their EBITDA is against last year, how their LTMs are going. But if you ask them where they are from an ESG perspective, most can't. And I think it's first really understanding that, and then from that, developing these strategies, develop that robust business strategy that can be deployed. But then those measurements that you're measuring from that aren't just the financial outcomes.
Sure.
It's the environmental and the social impact that you have as a business. I think then the narrative around that as well. That'll attract investors. Tell them where you are, what you're trying to do, how you're going to achieve it, and where you're going to go.
So would you say it's the case that a company with a particularly strong ESG sort of performance level would gain some kind of competitive advantage from that?
Absolutely, I would say that. I think most businesses and what we're finding from our customer base, they want to work with companies that are doing good. If I look at where we are and how we've developed as a business, if you have that ethical background that's embedded within the business, if you're focused on the social part, if you're adding value there, if you're adding value to improve the environment, I think that gives you competitive advantages because our customers want to deal with
Sure.
us. They want to work with companies that are doing good.
Yeah. So I mean, clearly ESG, huge deal with you and your company. What brought you to Sustainability Live today? What were you looking to get from the show, and what have you got from the show?
I think for us, come to Sustainability Live, it's a great show. I think it's raising awareness throughout the community. There's a huge network of opportunity. There's a lot of good people here, a lot of good companies. For me, I think it was coming and getting other people's perspective on it. We're still learning. We're still developing. And I think some of these events that I went to over the past 2 days has just been fantastic, giving me insights to people that have been there, seen it, done it.
Yeah.
And I think I'm able to share where we are and what we're doing.
Yeah.
So I think from a Sustainability Live point of view, excellent place to be.
Sure.
And it's a great opportunity for businesses to come and really understand what's going on out there.
And if you were to encapsulate what sustainability means to your organization in a sentence, what would that sentence be?
That's a hard one there. Yeah, what would that sentence be? I think it's about living and breathing the ethics that you want to show and develop. I think that's what it's about. It's about living and breathing it every single day, and it's embedded at the core of everybody within Recycling Lives.
Gerry Marshall, Recycling Lives, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.